With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. One of the Panthers' big off-season acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Sanders. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. When you talk about this Seahawks defense, they've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage, trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
Young on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
3rd and 12. Throwing, Young. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago, here's Kenneth Walker. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Well, this defense for the Panthers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. Now he's free at the 35. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Not much on that run, Charles.
That's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mucked that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Young. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Young here, you can see changing the play. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Geno. He'll find Metcalf. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The Seahawks are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Gino. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing is Smith. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Smith going to move him around. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Just beating the play clock. Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw, Young on the move to his left. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes him manageable now.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Young takes it on a sneak, and he is going to have a Panthers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Another run with Sanders. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll try to throw now. Young. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Here's Young from the shotgun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Returnable for Lockett. 31 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Smith. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Gino now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll get it across midfield down to the 49.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half. Yeah, and this is where close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not, well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 24 yards. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. Now a first down throw for Young. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. First down now, but that clock rolling. They run with a third-year man, Chuba Hubbard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now 2nd and 9. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So erase the flag. They decline it. And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil? Well, I was thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil. And those last forever. A long time. No doubt. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young to throw it. That's caught by Chosen. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
On the ready. 38. Ready.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Panthers 14, Seahawks 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with the return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Seahawks 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, what did they...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now Geno on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Let's keep those sticks moving.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Now here's Michael Dixon standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
On the Seahawks 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Young off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards.
Ready. Check that. Ready.
Sanders will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. Sanders again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Yeah, keep it up, keep it up.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Smith. Loose inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Smith. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
If this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen, here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
Nice run from Sanders to accomplish a couple of long-awaited firsts last season in Philadelphia. Finally broke 1,000 yards and had 11 touchdowns to help reach his 1st Pro Bowl.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Sanders toss left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Outright caught by Chosen. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
Here we go.
They go play action. Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And we sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. slams as his truck. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That's into the hands of Chosen. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Second and 9. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 115 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Throwing, Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Young, he's going to change it up. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go with Sanders. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
That's swung out wide to Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
1
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On 2nd down, Young. That ball caught. It's chosen. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Chosen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And now Smith going to change the play. On second down, it's Walker. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
The offense on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Smith now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Cover.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jimbo. 55 yards. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Gino's going to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Young on 3rd down. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. This is fielded at the 27. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
It'd be hard to say that the defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to Walker on 1st down. He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll try the air now with Smith. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Pardon me, so many times in games we see the most difficult acrobatic catches, whether it's on offense or even interceptions. In this case, this ball's tipped and popped up in the air, and it looks like a chance for a pick. And guess what? For whatever reason, they just couldn't finish the play.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. There he goes left side. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 15. 73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
From the red zone now, Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. And Walker once more. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Geno now to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Seahawks have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Young here to throw. It's caught by Sanders. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here is Young. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Down to a knee goes Young, and that should be the final act in this one. So with that mean 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you watch that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Panthers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home.